Record. What is up, guys? So today I want to talk to you about Jobber, and I'm going to just go through a quick video of the chain of command when you get Jobber and why it's so amazing. I don't know why I have these on. I don't need to have those on. I just want to show you why I use Jobber. Now, I am a partner with Jobber. I used Jobber long before I became a partner with them. I actually reached out to them and said, hey, can I be a partner because I love your software and I want to tell people about it. So just know that this comes from a place of someone who's been utilizing this software intentionally, not, hey, they said, if you use our software, we'll pay you. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to pull my phone up here for you guys just to show you kind of what it looks like on my phone. So I'm going to just type in Z something something so that you guys aren't looking at all these people's personal information. So this is kind of the very simple way to throw the chain of command of Jobber. Okay, so right here, we're going to start from, I'm backwards here, from this side to this side. So you're going to see clients, you're going to see requests, you're going to see quotes, you're going to see jobs, and you're going to see invoices. So the way this starts is if you already have a business and you already have people that you're serving, you can go ahead and enter all their information manually through clients. If you're starting from scratch, then this is going to be blank. And when someone hits you up, you can enter that information in there and it's all going to stay in there. So once you enter a client once, whether you only do one service or you do every other week or every week service, their information's in there. You only have to enter it once. The request form is something that I have attached to QR codes. I have QR codes on business cards. I have QR codes on door hangers, and I have QR codes on my yard signs. So when people scan those, it takes them directly to a request form, and that request form lets them fill out information about exactly what they want you to do. Let me show you. I'll show you here a screenshot of what it kind of looks like. So So here's a shot of a request. Now, once they scan the QR code, which this person scanned the QR code, it pulls up with a prompt of, hey, what are you looking to get done? So they can spell out everything they want to get done. Are you looking for a one-time service, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, if you're not sure? And they can select all that down there. You can see that they selected bi-weekly. And then what's the best time for me to come take a look at the job, whatever else. And then they can give me a date that would work best for them, anytime, morning, afternoon, evening. That way you know exactly what your client wants, and you can serve them the best way possible. But what's also awesome is that they have this ability for your potential client to upload photos. So you can see here there's 4 photos. She sent me pictures of exactly what she wanted done. That way I was able to see the scope of what it is, the size, how overgrown it was, whatever your industry is, whether it's pool cleaning, house cleaning, road maintenance. It doesn't really matter. If you're in the service-based business, pictures are always beneficial to get an idea. Now, with this one, I actually gave her a quote without even going out to the house. I knew exactly what she wanted to get done. I got a grasp of what it was, and I was able to send her a quote right there, right then and there after she sent the request to me, and it popped up on my phone. So that's a huge bonus to Jobber is really being able to just seamlessly turn people from prospects or leads to actual clients. So back to this chain of command here, you can see that we have, I'm just trying to make it so all my clients don't pop up down there and you see all their addresses and everything. So here we have clients. So we know our clients we enter manually. Requests are if they go to our website and hit the request form, if they scan our QR codes, if they request for us to send them a code or a link to put their information in, they go to requests. Now, quotes is something that you can do on the job. So when I'm walking around a property, depending on how big the property is, I'll take notes as I walk around, or as soon as I'm done walking around the property with the client, I'll go hop in my truck and I'll write up a quote. Now, once those quotes are written up, you can send it to them, and it sends it to them really nice. It gives them a nice letterhead with your logo, with your name, with your information, and then it itemizes everything that you've itemized. You can put the prices on there, and then when it gets sent to them, which you can send to them through Jobber via text or via email, pops up on their phone, hey, you just got your quote from Green Duck Lawn and Land. And then when they look at that, they're like, okay, cool, here's the quote. They can say, I accept it, or they can say, I want to make some changes, whatever it is, then it pops up on your phone saying, hey, Joe Schmo accepted your quote. And you're like, awesome. Now that quote immediately goes over to jobs. So it'll say, do you want to convert this to a job? So I convert that quote that just got accepted into a job. Now, once it's in the job portion, I can schedule it for a time on my calendar. I can apply any employees that I want to be at that job. Those employees will be notified that they have a job on Wednesday at 8 a.m. And then once they go to that job, they can hit start job. So you also have your employees clock in and clock out through Jobber. I know this platform does all of this. They can clock in and clock out through Jobber. When they're done with that job, they hit complete job. It'll notify you. And once you get notified with, hey, such and such job is completed, it'll say, are you ready to send an invoice? You click send invoice. It'll open up your invoice. It'll say, hey, here's what you sent them in your invoice. Now, if you did extra work, if while you were on the job, they're like, hey, can you also do this? And can you also do that? You can add those items in there at that point. Or if they're like, hey, when you showed up, we actually don't want this thing done, you can deduct that from your invoice. And then you send them that invoice. And you can send that invoice via text or via email, which sends them a link. They can click on that. They can look at the invoice. They can pay with ACH payment. They can pay with credit or debit card. Or you can accept a Venmo payment through your own Venmo or Cash App or check or cash. And then it'll still prompt you to say, hey, how did you receive this payment? That way for your bookkeeping, it'll show you, hey, this payment was made cash, but you still have it logged in Jobber as a payment. So that way everything, whether it's cash or debit card, goes through Jobber, through to your invoices, and shows that that person has paid their invoice. And you have all that for your books, for your taxes, and for your filings. All of that is done through Jobber. So again, you start with clients or requests, you go to quotes, you go to jobs, you go to invoices, and it's that simple. Jobber prompts you as one gets finished, as one gets accepted, it prompts you and it just leads you down the chain of command to getting paid. Now, this I truly believe is the most lucrative decision I've made for my service-based businesses because one, it gives the clients a level of security in my job offerings. They see the platform that I'm using, they see the way I present myself through Jobber, and they're like, wow, this is official. Like this, I'm getting actual like branded quote forms. I'm getting branded invoices. I'm getting branded request forms, and I can pay with a credit card. I can pay with a check. I can pay with any way. It eliminates the friction that a lot of clients have. Being like, hey, can I come pick up a check, or can you leave a check under the doormat, or let me come out to your job and I'll take some pictures and then I'll send you a picture of a piece of paper with notes scribbled on it. And people are kind of like, this guy seems like he's not really going to stick around or doesn't stand behind his work. But when things are sent so fluidly through your Jobber portal, clients, and I've had clients message me, I wish I had the text message, but someone was like, you're more than the other guys, but the way your invoice structure was and how clear it was and how clean it was, like, I'm going with you because I just trust you. And that was someone I never met before. I met him when I gave him the quote, but that was it. So that's what's really awesome. If you have one of the plans that offers it, Jobber also gives you the option is when you send them their invoice, Jobber will also prompt them to leave you a Google review. That's huge. The biggest thing in service-based businesses is getting a good reputation, and that starts with getting Google reviews. Because when they Google, hey, I need lawn care, pool cleaning, whatever it is, house cleaning, they want to know that you've satisfied your customers in the past, not that you're just some person that's running around, fly by night trying to get as many jobs before you get found out. So that right there goes a long way to be able to send an invoice and have Jobber automatically prompt them to leave you a 5-star Google review. So again, guys, Jobber handles all of that. What I say is Jobber is Apple and all the other ones are Windows. I don't want to design a software. I don't want to use a software that's going to make me spend the next 3 weeks of my time just trying to learn the software. I use QuickBooks for my construction company, and I actually had to hire a managerial staff to actually deal with it because there was so much going on with the plugin. You had to do Workforce for clocking in. Then you've got to do the QuickBooks I forget what it's called, but it's for all your paper filings and all your invoices and all of your money and all of your bank accounts. And it was a nightmare to keep all of that lined up. And it's one of those things that if you don't stay on top of it, it ends up being actually more trouble than it's actually helping you with, or more problems than it's actually solving. Plus, I spent so much time trying to figure it out. It wasn't as seamless as Jobber. So guys, I highly recommend checking out Jobber. There's a link below that'll give you a 14-day free trial, no credit card needed. If you use it for 14 days and never come back, they're not going to bill you. This is speaking from someone who signs up for free trials and they always get me. Like 7-day free trial, day 8, I'm getting billed and I forget about it. Jobber doesn't do that. They don't ask for credit card information. They don't ask for anything. You can use it for 14 days risk free, and then sign up for it after that. Use the link below if you want to sign up for it. Use discount code JOHN10, that's JON 10, and you'll get 10% off. I highly recommend Jobber, guys. I absolutely love it. I use it. It makes me money. It takes away a lot of the headache and a lot of the time that I've spent pushing papers. And it gives me peace of mind that I know my quotes. I can look back on old quotes. I can see what I charged for things in the past. I can look at pictures from old jobs. Whatever you want it to do, it does that. It's really awesome. I highly recommend it. As someone who uses it, as someone who used it long before I was ever a partner with Jobber, to me, through my research, it's the best, if not one of the best CRM platforms on the market. Link below. I appreciate you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Much love, y'all.